as we get ready to start the second half. But Billy Packer and I, and if you've been watching, realize that UNLV should be ahead, that should have counted as a three-point field goal during that controversial, hectic closing moment that we had there at the end of the half.
Brent, I would agree with you. The honest approach to this is the score should be 49-48. I'm going to read you the rule book here. Television monitors or replay equipment may be used only in situations to prevent or rectify a score or timer's mistake or malfunctioning of the clock. Use of replay equipment for judgment calls is not permitted.
Now, let me just interject something here on this tape. Someone in the audience sounded a horn, and keeping in mind that we are in Oklahoma, if you will look at the officials, as soon as the horn was sounded, it took their eye off the shooter. They lose contact, and they start to look up at the clock. Now, we're going to show you this replay as to how they lose contact with it. Now, Rick Wilco of the Big 8 came over to look at the replay. You see the horn? Do you see the official at the bottom of your screen? He immediately looks up at the scoreboard, and he signals that was it. The horn had gone off. Now, he is distracted because of the sounding of that horn back up here in the stands. I realize that it's probably against the rule the way it's written, but I think the spirit was violated by the crowd here in Norman, Oklahoma, and that, in my opinion, the running Rebels should be ahead by a point starting the second half. I don't know if they're going to change it or not. Now, here's the angle that we were unable to get to Wilco.
Bottom line, I agree with you, Brent, but the officials cannot change the score according to the rule book, in my opinion. It's obviously a three-point attempt.
Now, and the official...
Now, I was going to tell you another thing, Brent. If we'll run that back just a second, the official had his hand raised for a three-point attempt when the shot went up, so therefore it has to be three. Run that back a second. We have our telestrator here a second.
Yeah, take the
Run
telestrator
that back,
out
and I'm going to
show
show
everybody
you
what you're looking at. As once he gets it re-racked, we'll get an opportunity to show you that again. Now, keeping in mind one thing, that angle that you just looked at, the referees did not see. They had headed on into their dressing room, and of course that's one of the great criticisms of the use of instant replay in any particular sport. If we don't have that angle covered, if our truck hadn't been able to find that particular picture for you, then no one ever would have been able to see it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little pause, get it all re-racked, and show it to you one more time, and we'll do that right after this commercial and a word from your local station. The play that will not go away at the end of the first half, when somebody sounded an air horn up here in the stands and the officials signaled that the clock had stopped, and Billy Packer thinks he has found one official ready to say that it was a three-pointer. Billy?
I don't think there's any question about it, Brent. We're going to see an official coming up right here in your screen that's going to raise his hand for the three-point play. You watch his hand go up. He signifies 3 points. There's no question it should have been a three-point play. He saw the play.
Let me ask you about the authority of coming over here and using our replay equipment.
Okay, on the first situation where it was a matter of time and score.
Right.
Not judgment, but time and score. They have the right to come over here. But in my opinion, on the second occasion, when it was a matter of judgment, which was trying to decide was it a three-point play or not, they do not have that right to come over here. So I think they are wise from a rule book standpoint in not coming over here at halftime to change the score, even though, unfortunately, they would have been correct by awarding three. The thing I don't understand is that official who raised his hand to signify the beginning of a three-point shot opportunity kind of disappeared on the play. Let's hope that this game is not decided by 1 point either way.